everyone, my name's Kat from Loqbox. I'm joined here today by Carole Ann Rice, award-winning life coach. At Loqbox, we're on a mission to give everyone access to a richer life. When we feel in control of all aspects of our well-being, including our financial well-being, it unlocks all sorts of new opportunities. Carole Ann, thank you so much for joining us today. Today we'll be answering Loqbox members' questions and helping you unlock the power of saying yes to positive change. Just to any Loqbox members out there who do need support with Loqbox, we won't be able to answer your questions on the live stream today, unfortunately. Do reach out to our friendly support team via the Loqbox website and they'll be able to help you with anything. Obviously your finances are confidential, so we'd prefer to deal with them offline. So Carole Ann, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, thank you, Kat. I'm really delighted to be here today because money mindset is very much a key issue that comes up with a lot of my clients. I'm Carole Ann. I've been a coach for over 20 years, but over the 20 years I've been very lucky to coach some really amazing people who are ready for change, who want to reach their potential, who want to cross a crossroads in their lives in a positive way. And the great thing about coaching is it's supportive, it's inspirational, it's motivational, and it gets people into a better place where they can live their best lives playing to their strengths and feel really good about it. So it's about making healthy choices, the right choices, and also getting out of the comfort zone every now and again as well. So that's me. I've written 2 books with a client. One of them was Start Your Dream Business and the other one was Find Your Dream Job. So I'm very keen on people to either start a business or at least do something for a living that they love as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we are in control and we feel that we can say yes to our dreams and our goals, it just means that we're able to do so much more and enjoy that richer life that is a really key part of our mission at Loqbox. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So just going into that, we talk about our mission as giving everyone access to a rich life. We believe that enjoying a happier, healthier relationship with money is about a lot more than just the money that you have in the bank. So Carole Ann, what does a richer life mean to you?
I think a richer life means freedom. You know, it's one of the most common human desires, and freedom can mean working less and having more time with family, time for hobbies, time to relax, do things you love. And in that freedom, there's kind of the joy of knowing there's no worry, and financial freedom is a big part of that, knowing that you're living a good life but without worry about bills and the next thing that's coming through the door. So I think a richer life is one that is when you have peace of mind and you're doing a lot of what you love, and that can, as I say, simply be working one day less so you've got time for your family and having a really good work-life balance. Because a lot of people say that they want to be successful, but when you drill down into what does success mean, often it means freedom, freedom to go on holiday, freedom to have a day off, freedom to do their yoga or play football or study something. So we're all after a bit more time to do the things we love. I think that's what a richer life is to me.
Thank you for sharing that. That was really, really lovely to hear, Carole Ann. I've just a little bit leaning back into you becoming a life coach. What was it that prompted you to take that career decision? How did you say yes to that ambition?
I've always been interested in life and asking the big questions. I was one of those boring people at a party who was always wanting to do the deep and meaningful, intense conversations while everyone else is talking about pop music, which I love as well, of course. So I thought, well, should I be a therapist? No, that seemed such a long 5-year study. I became a Samaritan for a while when I lived in Birmingham. But when I heard about coaching, I thought this isn't like the Samaritans where, sadly people are feeling despair. I wanted to help people before they got to that point. I heard about coaching through a magazine article in the Hairdressers, as you do. You're reading a magazine. I thought, gosh, this sounds amazing. And I was made redundant from a newspaper where I worked as a journalist. I thought, I'm going to use my redundancy money in a positive way, because money can, as we all know, can just sit there or it can just slip away. We don't even know where it's gone. I will invest it in a career change. And it was biggest investment I've made in something like this, but it's the best investment I've ever made because it's a total changing point of complete joy and job satisfaction. So I'm glad I made that choice over 20 years ago. But it was a big choice because, you've given some redundancy money. I didn't know if I was going to get another job or not straight away, and it could have easily gone. But I think if you follow your heart and you really think, I'm going to make the absolute most of this, and you're resilient, you will make it work. So that was my turning point, and a desire to help others, and to help people make the most of this wonderful journey called life.
That's lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Carole Ann. I think it sounds like a really brave decision, and it sounds like it really paid off for you. It was interesting you talking about using that money in a positive way. When you think about having a good relationship with money, what does that mean to you?
People say money or the love of money is the root of all evil, but I think the absence of money is, because without money working for you properly, you jeopardize your health, your safety, your security, your well-being. So I think a healthy mindset is being in control of your money, knowing what goes in, what goes out, planning for a rainy day. I mean, we should all have a bit of a safety net of money because you never know when the boiler's going to go or some unexpected bill comes in, the car doesn't start, that kind of thing. So it's being kind of using money as safety and security, but also a thing that is like an energy. Money can be an energy that gives you choices for the lovelier things in life: holidays, adventure, investments for your home, your car, your family, and for your future as well. We're all living a lot longer, so we have to consider there's so many temptations out there. I mean, if you're on your computer a lot, like I am, and you sort of do a little bit of browsing around, oh, there's a lovely new dress here, oh, there's a new hi-fi system here, oh, there's some shoes for summer, and you're like, and then you're kind of the amount of temptation. In the old days, you went to the shops, or you occasionally saw an advert, but now you've got the whole world shops on your phone or on your laptop or your PC. Like, I can shop anywhere in the world right now, and there's so many things tempting you. You go on social media, there's a new sports bottle to help you enhance your fitness, and I didn't know I wanted that, but now I want it. So you have to be really careful about the temptations, the wants and the needs, and the essentials, which is like your money working for you to give you a happy, healthy, safe and secure life. So I think that's what it is, knowing that there are temptations, occasionally having the treats, but most of all having that wonderful, comfortable, secure feeling that my money is working for me and that it's making me safe and providing a lovely future for me.
Absolutely. When we talk to our members, one of the key things there that they really care about is building that financial security, as you yes. talked about. And I think that really is key to feeling in control and feeling that you can make the decisions to pursue your goals and dreams. Really, that leads really nicely into what we're talking about this spring at Loqbox at the moment too. So we're talking about making this spring your season of yes. And what that means for us is about encouraging our members to say yes to those things that they may have denied themselves due to their current financial situation, and to encourage them to believe and trust in themselves that with the right tools and the knowledge, they can unlock those goals. And that's essentially a bit like a yes mindset that we're trying to inspire. So I wonder, Carole Ann, could you talk about what a yes mindset means and how that can help people say yes to their goals?
I think a yes mindset is an abundant mindset. An abundant mindset means anything can happen. It's not doom laden. It's not, oh, what's the worst that can happen? It's what's the best that can happen. I deserve. I create. Saying things like that. My money. I look after my money. My money looks after me. Understanding that your relationship with money will dictate how the money works in your life. So if you see money as a bad thing, and there's a lot of limiting beliefs around money, such as money can't buy you happiness, the rich people aren't happy, money can't buy you, good health. Well, it can. If you've got a lot of money, you can get the best health. And things like, money is greed. If you change that around, that money is just it's an energy. It's you currency that is there to support you and to make your life safe, you have a different relationship with it. You could even, I mean, I have a friend who says I'm a money magnet. As she says it, she sort of is, because she sees, oh, someone's just bought me a coffee today, I'm a money magnet. She has this attitude of my cup is full and it's increasingly full. Or you could say, oh, money's allergic to me, I never have enough of it, it always flies out of my account, and money doesn't like me. If you have that kind of mindset, the brain starts to look for proof of that. And you might say, oh yeah, see what's happened? I've had an unexpected bill comes in. That's what happens in my life. You start becoming your beliefs. So if your belief is money doesn't like me and money's hard to come by, or money doesn't stick around for me, you will soon find the evidence of that is true. However, if you was to say, I have an abundant mindset, my cup is always being filled up, money is like a fountain that will come to me, and I'm attracting it in. I like my money works for me. Your brain will also seek that as truth. So we become what we believe. So watch out for what you're believing in, basically.
That leads really nicely into a question we have here, actually, from one of our members, Adam. So Adam says that he needs help believing that he deserves to be earning more in his career. He says, what's the best manifestation technique, and how can you imagine something that you don't have?
It's a good question, Adam. Well, first of all, I'd maybe get a notebook and write down some of those positive statements about money and put them on post-it notes all around your house, on your mirror, in the bathroom, maybe on your phone. Money comes easily to me. I am a money magnet. I have an abundant mindset. I have more than enough. The other thing is, because you can't imagine it, we can see pictures of Simon Cowell's wonderful villas around the world, but we can't imagine it for us. So really, really brilliant, rather fun way of doing that visualization is to create a vision board. There are lots and lots of websites online, but simply what you do is you get a whole load of magazines and you put some soft music on in the background, and you just tear out pictures you like the look of. You don't say, I'm going to look for a picture of a boat. You just keep tearing positive images, lovely words, colours, images of health, well-being, wealth. Put them in a pile, get a big piece of paper from your stationers, and then start putting them down, start putting them, arranging them on the paper, and then when you're happy, you glue them in place. And then stand back, and this can be your visual guide of what you're looking to achieve. And I've got a little example here which I show my clients. This is a typical sort of vision board. Have a look. So you would stick the things down, and someone's put here, find joy within. And just anyways, you don't judge it, you just put the pictures down, you stick them down. And you might put this as big as you like. You can have a huge vision board. You could put it in your office, you can put it on your fridge, you can put it inside. I know some clients have put it inside their wardrobe. So when they're getting ready in the morning, looking at these fabulous images of what happens when you do this. The brain sees the image and thinks, that's what I want. So now you've got a goal. Secondly, if you look at it regularly, you think everything I'm going to do today is 1 inch towards this. Yes. So what could you do? Could you Google something? Could you send an email to someone? Could you do some research on something? Could you go to where that thing is and have a look at it? It's like you're starting to come from, I don't know, no vision, to get in really good clarity and focus, because your vision board is basically there saying, this is what you want, raising your vibrational energy. I want this. Maybe it's looking for me as well. I know it sounds a bit woo-woo, but it does work.
I think having that goal in mind is really key, and I think that visual way of having it in front of you with a vision board could be really, really helpful. I might steal that idea for myself, actually, Carole.
I think you should.
I have some more questions here as well. So I've got one here from Sean. So Sean, one of our members, has been a lecturer in teacher education for 20 years. He says, I still don't have a PhD. I can't move on in my career without one, but I have imposter syndrome. I don't feel worthy or self-disciplined enough. How can I overcome this?
Isn't it interesting how Stephen, was it? His name's Stephen?
Sean.
Sean has got the evidence behind him of 20 years of achievement and success, and yet he's still not believing in it. Now, imposter syndrome is quite a new phrase, and it simply means self-doubt. Okay, so if you see it as I've got doubt about my abilities, and yet here we have Sean with 20 years experience, and he's still saying, yeah, but I doubt my ability, yeah, every day. So what's happened is there's the reality of Stephen as an educationalist, and there's his goal, and there's somewhere in the middle he's just not believing he's able to do this. So if I was Stephen, I would start to write down over those 20 years all of his achievements. This gets rid of the imposter syndrome really well. Get a small notebook, Sean, and I've got one on my desk here which I fill in. Mine's from the stationers, and it says "Purpose Fuels Passion," which is rather nice little book. It's a notebook. It's got to be small because you're going to put it in your pocket or in your handbag. And I would like all of you who are watching this today, this is your Big Me Up book. This is going to make you feel amazing. You write 50 to 100 brilliant things about yourself in it. Now, I know people go, 50 to 100 is so many. Yes, this is your homework from this coach. Sean, write 50 to 100 good things, and it could be I passed this exam, I'm very good at maths, I do this, my students say XYZ about me, I once did this, I'm able to run for 5k, and right, even I can bake a good pasta dish, I look good in navy blue, people say I've got a good sense of humour. Keep adding it, and if you're stuck, ask some good friends. This strange coach that I saw on social media said I've got to write 50 to 100 things about myself. Ask your friends, could they tell you 5 or 10 really good things about yourself? And it's excruciating, I know, but take it and write it down, because here you'll have black and white evidence of your achievements. You can't argue with it. The imposter is not here. This is the reality. What would it take? My coaching question to you is, what would it take for you to believe in yourself? The imposter syndrome is you think everybody else is better, has all the answers, is more experienced, seems to be getting on better in life, and actually you don't know their journey. You don't know, they might be thinking, well, that guy over there, he's so adept and so clever and so professional. I'm the one with imposter syndrome. So don't compare. Stay in your own lane. Start bigging yourself up with your little book, and start believing in you, because it's all about confidence, and you're letting your self-doubt have a very loud voice in your head saying you can't do this, you're not good enough. To silence it, the little book will say, yes, I can. And read that a lot. Try to get to 100, and if you want to supersize yourself, get to 200. Soon the imposter has no place here at all.
You actually, Carole Ann, in the blog that you wrote for us, the 10 coach tips, which we'll link below in this, you talk a bit more about that tendency to compare ourselves with others. And I think that's a really valuable point, because we are, in control of our own stories, and with that realistic way of looking at what we have achieved, it can really help us feel more confident about the future as well.
Absolutely. I say a lot of the time, stay in your own lane, because you're competing only with yourself. Sometimes when we go on social media, you think, oh gosh, that person looks so happy, they've got so many lovely things, they're on holiday, they've lost a lot of weight, they look super fit, they've got a wonderful car. You don't know. And if you're going to compare yourself negatively, you will feel really bad afterwards. So try not to compare. You can look and get inspiration off other people and say, yeah, I'd like to have that in my life. But when you start feeling less than, you're actually making yourself feel quite down. So I would avoid comparison at all costs. The compare and despair kind of culture, or comparisonitis. Don't think this is how they're doing it. Think how can I do it? How can I be my best, not their best? We don't know their journey, and it's not our life. So just remember, stay in your own lane. You're doing the best you can in your way and in your style.
Thank you. We have another question here from our member, Eureka. So she says, the money that I earn is enough for me to save more, but often I have to support my relatives. How can I say yes to my own savings goals?
Well, I think it's really great that you're earning enough that you could give some away. That's very positive and very kind. So now's the time to put your savings to one side and keep on track with that. Keep a kind of regular monthly savings plan going, whether that's by direct debit somewhere or you've got some, bank or building society or ISA or whatever you're paying into. That's brilliant. Then the other bit of money, which is your kind of spending money and maybe money you give away, you're going to have to think about this, because if you have people you have to support forever, you may have to, if you have goals for yourself and your money at some point in your life, you may have to say, and this may be hard, I'm going to have to give you a little bit less. Okay, because your life too has a future, and you might be wanting a mortgage or to travel or to have the bigger things in life, cars, make an investment for your own family. It may have to be that you are put a boundary in and say, I've been really helpful, but right now I am saving for things in my life. I can still support you, but it might have to be a little bit less. And that's down to courage and self-worth and looking after yourself, radical self-care, basically saying, I've been supportive, but going forward, I may have to give you a little less because I am saving for these things in my life too. And when you do, weirdly, people respect you more. When you have strong boundaries with others, they start to honour them and say, okay, I understand. Those who don't honour them, you need a stronger boundary there. You would have always needed a stronger boundary for people who don't respect our boundaries as well. So good luck with that one.
Thank you.
Sounds like a very nice person indeed.
Absolutely. Kay, another one of our members, says, hi, Carole Ann. Why is it that when I really want something to work out, it never does? I would love to set up a catering business, but due to having a low credit score and struggling with my mental health, it's really hard to find the motivation.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry to hear that you've tried things that haven't worked out, but I would say things I've tried haven't worked out yet. And that's the magic word, yet. Okay, what went before doesn't mean to say that is what will come. So don't project into your own future the negativity of the past. The future is a blank slate. It has infinite possibilities. When you come out of your front door, you go that way, or that way. You can go any different direction. So remember, life can take you in any direction. My question to you, Kay, is what have you learned from the past? So make a little list. Because we've all had massive letdowns and disappointments, and some of us who've been in business, financial failures or investments that didn't pay off. What did you learn from it? Because the learning is the wisdom. What would you do differently the next time? So forewarned is forearmed. So looking forward, what would I do differently this next time? What do I need personally to stabilise my mental health? Because obviously she's very keen to be an entrepreneur, which is great. What does she need in place to help support her? Is it a good work-life balance? Is it a team? Is it, I don't know, maybe a coach or someone else on the side, a mentor to keep her going? To keep the vision alive, maybe do a little vision board as well. But really, I think what we learn from the past is, I'm not going to do it that way again. I'll do it this way next time. When I see this coming up on the horizon, I'll know to do this. So it's kind of seeing the future of positive potential, not a rerun of the past. And I wish her all the luck, because being an entrepreneur is great fun, but it takes a lot of resilience, I think, is the key here. So don't let those knockbacks stop you. Keep going. Ask for support. Ask people to help you as well. We're not alone here. There's so many business support networks out there, and Facebook groups. You can create your own. Get the support. Ask for advice.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, Kay. I've got another question here from Jimmy. So Jimmy's 46. He's a single dad and he's got 2 boys. He says that very sadly he lost his wife 18 months ago, and since then he's been thinking about pursuing his dream of studying health and social care. But he's wondering whether that's a pipe dream at his age, and he's worried that he's a bit too old to get into student debt and it might feel selfish.
Well, again, I'm sorry to hear of your loss, Jimmy. That's terrible. But I think what is positive is you are thinking of the future and you are still young. 47 is not a great age. We live a lot longer now. So you've got a good 20 years ahead of you to, change your career, earn more money. If the studying will bring you a better job, that's something to keep in mind. There may be bursaries or, government grants for this sort of thing. It could be something you do in your spare time. I don't think it's at all selfish. I think you need to work out what is the end goal. If you did study, what job opportunities would be open to you? Would it mean that you'd have better, I don't know, opportunities for your family and yourself financially? I think you need to do a few kind of calculations, but you've got a good 20 years ahead. Why not give it a go? Because you're okay as you are, obviously, but this could seriously elevate your chances of a higher income and more status and help you and your boys in the long run. But I'll check out all the help that's available financially for you, and a lot of universities can help you with that as well.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
I really hope it goes for it.
I think, as you said in the previous question as well, asking for help and seeing what's out there is really valuable.
Yes.
I've got one more question here from Dan. So Dan's goals are reducing his debt and feeling better about his financial situation. He says, what would help me be more mindful about financial stability and improve my relationship with money so that I can keep my goals in life?
Being mindful. I think one of the most important things we must do with our money. It's quite easy now to check your bank account. It used to be you had to go to the bank or phone them. Now, if you've got an app for your bank, you can check on a daily basis where your money is going. And I think it's really important, if you want to get into that mindful flow with your money, is to look at what you're spending each day. So there's no unexpected shocks. Coffees are £3.50 sometimes. You don't realise you have 3 of those a day. You have three a day for a week, and then over a month, you're kind of spending a lot of money on hot water and caffeine. So really think about, all those little, contactless payments you've made can quickly add up. Making your own lunch, bringing your own water in, can save £7 a day. So start to think about, I want to be in control of my money, not in control of me, and enjoy it. Like that lovely smug feeling of, actually, because I have been taking my lunch in and I walked instead of taking the train or whatever, I've saved £15 to £20 this week. That's great. And now over a course of a month, I'll have nearly £100 extra that and it's that lovely feeling of it, an enjoyable way of maintaining your relationship with your finances, rather than, oh gosh, I feel so embarrassed, I spent all this money and I shouldn't have done. So it's like respecting your money gives you self-respect, and it's like self-belief, self-esteem. I feel really good about myself because I didn't have that blow it moment around the shops at lunchtime. I'll have the extra this, or I'll buy some kind of treat that I've seen. So I think it's like seeing money as your friend, making friends with the money, and saying, yeah, I'm going to honour you like you would a really good friend. I'm not going to abuse you, and I'm not going to let you flow anywhere you like and not serve me. I really want my money to work for me. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to enjoy keeping an eye on it. And I'm going to list my little wins. I didn't spend out on this. I saved money on that. And it's actually quite interesting to see where your money's going. The other thing I tell a lot of people, go through your account. Are there any direct debits that you don't need anymore? Be really careful of things you sign up for. You can press a button and suddenly you've subscribed to something and it's coming in every month. Look at gym memberships. Is it worth the gym membership? Could you go jogging after work instead of £70 a month going on a gym? So really looking at what's necessary here, and you can save money even by cancelling things like that as well.
Thank you. Okay, we are coming to the end of our time here today, Carole Ann. So it's been really lovely talking to you, and thank you so much for joining us and answering all of our members' questions. Just to finish up, I have one last question for you, which might be a bit cheeky, but it's what is your top piece of advice for building confidence and saying yes to your goals?
You know, every successful person will tell you resilience and hard work beats talent. You could be the best ballerina, the best author, the best painter, the best car mechanic, but if you don't work on it, that you're not going to get anywhere. It's tenacity, it's resilience, it's keeping on, and sometimes it does get boring, and sometimes it's like, oh, I've hit a kind of dip in my motivation. Always have your vision board there. Always have a keen eye on what you want to create in life. When you know what you want to create, every day seems meaningful. So if you've got your vision board here and you think, I really want a holiday, I really want these things. Okay, what I'm doing today is one step nearer these lovely things. So it kind of focuses you. If you don't have a vision for what you want in your life, it does become a bit hamster wheelish, and you're going round and round, and you get up and it's another day at work or it's another day at home. Where is it leading to? And human beings love meaning and purpose. We like a purpose. So even if it is to, have more time off or have time with the family, travel, go around the country, see old friends, have those mini goals and plan them in your year. It makes everything a bit more exciting. And you can even have a daily goal, which is like something really lovely to look forward to each day, and like that keeps you going. But I think the main thing is resilience, sticking with it, don't give up. I know it's not the kind of magic wonder words you want to hear. However, someone did say some magic wonder words to me the other day, and this is out there for the woo-woo people, of which I am one. Be what is it? A conduit for miracles. Basically, are you being a candidate for a miracle? And how you become a candidate for a miracle is expect one to happen. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Look for them. Oh, somebody did just buy me a coffee, or someone just offered me this, or I found this wonderful bargain. And start to have that abundance mindset where you're seeing wonderful things happening, delightful things happening all the time, and be a candidate for miracles. I'll put that out there. So just say to the world, miracle find me now, and you never know, you might just find the day gets a lot better because you're noticing lovely little things.
Thank you, Carole Ann. That's really inspiring. And thank you to everyone who's watched today. Carole Ann, if people wanted to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Well, I'm on Instagram, Carole Ann Rice, Carole_Ann_Rice. And so I always have the Pure Coaching Academy where I train people to become life coach. That's on Instagram as well. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on most places.
Thank you.
Not on TikTok yet. I'm not brave enough.
Well, maybe one day you'll say yes to TikTok as well.
Well, that's a challenge. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today. And if anyone wants to hear a few more tips from Carole Ann, please do head to the link down below. We'll be linking the blog on our website where Carole Ann has shared 10 tips to help you say yes to your financial goals. Thank you, Carole Ann.
Thank you, Kat. It's been lovely.
Lovely to meet you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.